And then Stomp the Yard. Stomp the Yard came, right? They gassed me, bro.
Oh, nah.
My mentors gassed me so much. They're like, yo, you can do it, bro. It's stepping. I was like, I ain't never stepped before. But I had never went out for anything big in my life before. So I didn't know what the vibe was going to be like. So I get to the studio. It's like an open call, all them lights,
400 people
I
in
never
that bitch,
seen.
yeah.
I'm in there like, what the fuck is all these people? Failing. I'm going down, right? I'm like, I can do this. Bro, first run, like the table. First of all, I had never had people sitting in front of the mirror. Oh. You're in my way.
Yeah.
All right? I've been taking class for like a year now. How am I supposed to do the dance? If you sitting at a table with your glasses on.
Yeah, sir.
It was Chuck Maldonado, like he's big, these are just lights like these.
Yeah.
Woo, what day is today?
It is a day, man. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the LNL podcast, where we get a lecture from a dope individual, and then we jump in the studio, create something dope in lab.
Which you didn't know?
No, Terrence didn't know the lab portion. He didn't listen to the audio message when I sent it to him. It's all good. It's whatever.
I have an explanation.
He's
a valid
guy
one too. The work part has nothing to do with it. It's actually you, bro. Your credibility in my life is very good.
Ooh,
so
that's
you sent
good.
me a voice note, right?
Yeah.
And the voice note, you know how it shows like the first
text.
5 lines?
Yeah.
So I read the first 5 lines because I was working. I was on the
here.
road. So I didn't see the little arrow that said more to it. So when I read podcast, I was like, oh, Mikey, I trust you. Like, you've only asked me for like 3 things our entire life. So, and they've all been good.
I don't
And
ask people
You
for
don't
much.
waste my time. You know what I mean? So I was like, it's a yes. Like, if he needs me for something and I got the time, it's a yes for him.
That's
Like,
a good
you're
friend.
not.
Like, that's
yeah.
valid.
And then, and then I was like, make sure you sign the talent release. He's like, I got to read this.
I just
I'm
always
reading this
read
one.
them. There's
like,
always that one line in there, like, we might put a wig on you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You
yeah,
never know.
that's crazy. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do you like that. I got good credibility, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you still gotta read it.
Nah, you know, that's true though, because like there's definitely people in my life where I'm like, wow, what you got me doing, man? Like, what is it? I need details. And then there's people that's like, hey, Mikey, yes.
Yes. Certain people just, you
Yes.
know it's gonna be worth the time.
Yeah. And I've known you for a long fucking time, like over 10 years probably. Yeah.
Right. One of the first people I met when I got here.
And you were coming from
Atlanta.
Like, you're not from Atlanta.
No, I'm from PA. Little
PA.
town called York, PA, right outside of Philly.
Okay. That's why you're a Steelers fan.
Yeah. My dad is from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And
So
I
you
was
grew up-
basically born with a Steelers diaper on. Like, I had no choice. That's all I know as a kid. I had like 2 years where I went against the grain, and that did not sit well in my household. I chose the Buccaneers. On a good year. It was a good year. They won that year. They had work done. Super Bowl year. I just
bandwagon
I
real
just
quick?
picked them out of nowhere because Work Done was a
he's
small
tight.
player.
Yeah.
He was small, and I was small at the
for
time.
sure. Yeah, Dunn.
And I just
Dunn
wanted
was
to
that
go
boy.
against my dad for a little bit, and that did not sit well. And we won too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He big man.
Yeah, I had to jump back real quick.
And then they started sucking, and then you were like,
No,
I've been a Steelers
it
fan the
felt
whole
weird
time.
in the home. Like, it was like,
Yeah?
it was beef.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I grew up where me, my mother, and my father all liked 3 different teams,
Oh, nah.
and it was like a constant beef, but we liked the beef.
Nah, bro. My whole house growing up was black and yellow.
Yeah.
Like, and I wore that red for like that year and a half, and it just is like a bad ingredient in food. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is not.
You watch football?
Not particularly.
Not particularly.
No.
Do you watch any sports?
Basketball here and there.
Here and there.
Yeah. But I'm not from this country, so I don't really have that kind of
Okay.
patriotism when it comes to sports.
American
you know?
sports. Yeah. Basketball is pretty universal.
So, yeah,
There's
that's
leagues
why
everywhere.
basketball, and in China, like, basketball is the biggest sport.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, I'll root for whatever team is like good and entertaining and has like players that are just good, you know?
You don't have
Oh
a
my
team.
God.
You
Is
got
it
you got
teams
Yeah.
where you're
players.
from, or is it like you rep the like?
Teams as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teams in different cities.
Okay. And what
Yeah.
city are you from?
Shanghai.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Grew up in Shanghai, yeah.
I've been to Shanghai.
Is their team good?
You been to Shanghai?
Decent.
I've never been there. That's the one part of the globe I haven't hit yet.
China in
China?
general?
No, I've been everywhere, and that's the section. Like, there's the apps where you can touch where
Yeah,
you've been.
I've done
I've touched nothing over there.
Wait,
no-
I feel like you would have been to China with everything that you do.
Everything
Yeah.
that I do, you would think. So here's the thing: with my work, I talk a lot, right?
Yeah.
So it's all English. So like, why would I need to go there to speak English? Like a lot of times, a lot of my work, they're like.
But it's entertainment. You're performing. Like,
but that's so like the artist part is good because they can do their song. But as a host, it's like,
yeah, that's true.
What's up, everybody? I'm to the screen. How y'all doing?
Just
Like
dead silence and it's just like,
You know what I mean?
They got their translation apps out while you talking.
So it's like we need you for all over the world except certain spots.
That makes a lot of fucking sense. I mean, as a dance teacher, that's the only way I've gotten over there. And I've been to China like 6-7 times, but it's only to teach dance.
What's it like teaching if they don't speak English?
Honestly, they all follow counts well. They're used to having international teachers at these camps, so they're used to like they can all count to 8, which is pretty simple. You know what I mean? And then they got translators there too. There's some places I've been to where the translators are really, really good. And there's some places where the translator is the most like bland person in the world. Cause you know, I'm trying to give like a good experience. So I'm like, yo, we're gonna do this today. We're gonna do this. This song is about this and this and this and this. And this is how I feel. And I'll crack a joke. And then they'll translate and she'll be like, blah, 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 blah.
The song
and they'll be
is
like, oh, okay.
It's dope. He likes it.
It doesn't hit the same.
Nah. And I'm like, my translator needs to have the enthusiasm I got.
Yeah.
That
It sucks for guys who want like to tell jokes in class.
Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that fucking guy.
You gotta get rid
of it.
I
got like I'm not like a super serious shut the fuck up and learn. I'm an open dude. I'm just like, let's just have a good time and enjoy. You're gonna take one class from me and then probably never see me again in your life. Like, let's just have a good time. But like none of them do because my translator just doesn't give a shit.
Like he's laughing at himself. I wish we could laugh.
Yeah. I need the translator from the Cardi B or the Nicki who was it? The sign language?
All the ones that be turning up. Yeah, they be turning up.
I forget who it was.
There's a few of them.
I think it was.
Waka had one.
Yeah?
Waka Flocka had a turnt one.
Really?
Yes.
I love that shit.
Waka Flocka had a turnt
one. The sign language one?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that one. But I think, are you talking about the Rihanna Super Bowl where
Not Super Bowl. It was I think it was like there was a white girl interpreting for like WAP.
I'm telling you, it might be the Waka Flocka
and
one,
she was like going crazy and kept doing like a whole bunch of
Waka
crazy
Flocka,
shit. And,
yeah.
like, no, for real. Like every time, like he would like it was a rap, yes. And like she went viral. No, for real, she went viral because he said something about it like 12 times, and like as she repeated it, she just kept doing it. But she was like in it though, and the personality was there, and the flair was in there, and I'm like, I need that. Well, let's start the episode now.
Hey!
I got my dog Terrence Green in here, Mr. Rawswagger. I got my co-host in here, SheelaAwe.
What's up, y'all? I'm Sheila.
Yeah, you are. You know, I want to give you a quick flower, man, because a lot of people try to do what you do in this dance world. We've seen a lot of people try to, they think they get what they can out of dance, or they realize it's not working for dance, and they're like, yo, I'm gonna go drop an album. Yo, I'm gonna go become an actor, and I'm gonna go try to like make it in another form of art, which is very fucking hard to do. It is really hard to do. I can probably count on one hand people I know personally who started with dance and are successfully acting or successfully having a music career. You are on that hand.
Very fortunate. Thanks to God. Shout outs to God for that. Now looking back, it does feel like I do a lot of things, but like I just feel like I'm having fun in the creative space of arts.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I didn't realize how much fun I do. Like when I look at everything I do, I find some form of fun in my real life where I do that, like playing an artist on a show. You know, I love karaoke.
Do you?
I'm karaoke king. I'll go to war with anybody. Like
Did
rap
you go
songs.
to karaoke last night?
Are we running?
I do. No, I did not. But I like the like karaoke ones. Like you get the room.
Yeah.
Go crazy. Like
What's your go-to?
Dreams and Nightmares. Easy.
Dreams and
Meek Mill. I basically wrote that song.
So a rap song. You
I always do rap songs. I don't
you don't never belt like that?
I don't sing. I don't have a singing voice. Like
Wow.
Neo like makes me think I can sing. Like he doesn't tell me I can sing. It's just he sings so well and it's so easy for him that like I'd be like,
and he'd be like, yeah,
you feel like you can do it, and he's like, no,
nah.
Just stop. He hates when I sing, which makes me sing more. But thank you.
When you were transitioning from being a dancer to dabbling in all these things and then pursuing the acting shit, and you've had regular series roles, and you've done movies, and you've done, have you done short films? I feel like you've done. Yeah, you've done short films. So like, was it like a goal to like go out and make those things happen? Like I need to pivot and do that, or did you fall into it? Like, what was that transition like, going from one to the other?
Honestly, the transition was kind of because of dance. Like dance helped me a lot. Like we go on the road, and when you dance with an artist, like the artist gets to have all the fun. You know what I mean? So everywhere you go, it's like they do everything. You're just on a bus in your room, a pool or something. So I would just always talk on my phone to like my peoples, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They was like, yo, you need to make videos while you're out there. And I was like, I don't know how to edit. And they're like, well, learn. And I'm just like, all right. So I started dabbling on doing like videos on the road, which taught me how to edit. And then,
iMovie?
Huh? iMovie, yeah, literally iMovie on the phone. And then which inspired me to kind of want to dabble into acting. And then I had to do it on my phone. So I just started shooting little scenes in my room or like at my crib.
Yeah.
And I was just like mimicking scenes I seen online.
Doing
Actual shows,
role,
like I
right?
would see a scene and be like, okay, it's a guy and a girl, or it's a guy, he's angry about this. And I would just start doing like selfie videos of me, like movies. I have like a bunch of videos on my phone that I
Word.
never put online.
Why?
Because it was just me practicing. I couldn't afford class. I didn't have no
Facts.
plugs.
Class is
I didn't know
expensive as hell.
anything. I didn't know nothing about
Yeah.
acting. I was just like, I'll figure it out. Like dance was my only way to the industry. I've always wanted to act. I always wanted to be on stage. I've always seen myself with a mic at some point doing something, talking, dancing, acting, something. I just never knew how to get there.
Yeah.
And the first opportunity I got was dancing back home. And then I was just like, in Philly, that's where I kind of got like my dance
Foundation.
training. Yeah, like
Okay.
Philly taught me dance. Like PA, like York taught me, like opened the door for it. You know what I mean? And then Philly trained me. Like I freestyled a
Word.
lot in York. You know what I'm saying?
You
And
far from
then-
Philly?
Nah.
No?
No, it was like an hour and a
easy.
half.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I went, and people would tell you, this is the wildest thing ever. The girl I dated at the time would tell you, I would drive to Philly every day for like a year. So that was with a
Dedication, though.
full-time 12-hour shift, 10 to 12-hour shift job. I would get home, I would change, eat, and I would drive an hour and a half there.
Take one class, 'cause it's
no,
by
I
then-
would sit there. We trained in a cafeteria of a park. There was like a rec center.
Fire.
There wasn't like no mirrors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They had a room there with kind of mirror like vibes.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like a
You see your
karate
reflection,
room.
kinda, but
yeah, you
yeah.
know what I mean? And we just worked like in there for hours. We would go there
Love
for
that
like
shit.
5-6 hours, and I would stay there till like 1 a.m. I did not want to leave, but then I would have another hour and a half drive back home to go to work in 3 hours for another 12 hours, and then do the same thing like every day. And it was like, just move here, and I was like, I can't, bro. Like, I have a job. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I did that for like 2 hours, and then I was like, so what are we doing? Like, we about to like travel the world? Like, my visions are so like unreal. And I don't know this until I get in the game. Like, with everything, acting, comedy, everything. People had to be like, it's not how that works.
not how that- yeah.
Like every time.
Yeah.
But I like it because it steers me.
Right.
Yeah.
Like people, you know what I mean? So they're like, Philly is good. Like they had Philly on lock. You know what I mean? But I wanted to just explore more, you know what I mean? And at the time, Atlanta snap music was lit. Like Atlanta had the
Okay.
music, the snap era. the
Yeah,
thing with
yeah,
the rock
yeah, yeah.
with. And I
That's
was
about
like,
that era.
I'm going to Atlanta. It's like, why? Never been.
Something there. It's cheap as hell to live too.
I'm going. I didn't know anything. I didn't know nothing about that, bro.
But why did you choose Atlanta over LA?
Closer.
Closer, and I'll tell you why. It's such a dumb answer, but it's
A
my
girl?
truth. No. At the time, BET had a show called 106 in Park.
They did.
Right? 7 out of the top 10 songs were Atlanta-based songs. And I was like, if I want to dance in videos, I have a 70% chance of getting.
If you were in,
If I have a
No,
chance.
yeah.
Because the other 3 are like
Hey, the
New
math-
York, LA.
The
and
math
Yeah,
is
yeah,
mathing,
yeah.
bro. Like
I
that makes sense to
there's
me.
7 videos I could be in
Yeah.
Atlanta. You know what I mean? So I went to Atlanta, and I was just going to every wrong place in the world. I didn't know there was even dance classes at the time, studios. I didn't know none of that, bro.
Yeah.
Atlanta really taught me things. I burned bridges. I didn't do things right. You know what I'm saying? Like I had this misconception of how to dance, and thank God I had people who could be like, "Hey, man, let's put you on the right
I
path."
was gonna say you didn't really have a mentor like that in that moment.
Not really. Not when I
Yeah,
first got there.
for sure.
You know what I mean? But AJ Scene.
Yeah.
So I wrote everyone on like YouTube and on the internet. I DM'd everybody like, I want to dance in video. I thought a dancer's peak was videos.
I mean,
You just
that's what we see.
You got to do
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that people taught. Like I didn't know nothing. Like
Yeah.
I didn't know they did it for movies. I nothing, bro. I was like, I was gonna do videos for the rest of my life. Just do 1 million of them. Make
Yeah.
some money. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
That's a good goal. I
So-
feel like that's a lot of our goals at one point.
I just went to Atlanta and I just started going to the clubs, and every rapper that had a section, I would go and like freestyle in front of their section. Cause I didn't know you needed like an agent
Yeah.
or none.
Yeah.
I didn't know. And they would just security be like, bro, what are you doing? And I'd be like, I'm trying to get in a video. If y'all need me. bro, it was so wild. Like,
your next video.
I did it, and I would be like, they were like, if y'all need me for a video, hit me up. Somebody take my line. You know what I mean? And after a while, like, T.I. said no. Jeezy was like, get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Young Dolph entertained it for a little bit.
Okay.
Like, he definitely, like, he laughed. You know what I mean? I didn't get Jock.
Nah.
I got, who was it? The group. Jeezy was in the group. I saw him in a grocery store. I approached them and told them I danced. No, it was one of the other guys in the group. And I was like, hey, I'm a dancer, bro. I'd like, put me in a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do this. Like, I'm trying to get paid. I'm new here. And it was like, bro, that's
I'll
not
show
how
you
this
right
works.
now.
I did that. And they were like,
You danced at the grocery store?
yeah, I tried. I was like, if you don't believe me, I'll bust right now. And he was like, nah. I was like, what? Like, I really do it. And he was like, bro, that's not how it works. And I was like, all right, man. So got up out of there. So then when I realized the club route wouldn't work, right? I was listening to the radio, and Atlanta at the time had a lot of events where you could showcase your rapping. You know what I'm saying? And you could possibly get a deal. It'd be like the first 5 people to sign up. You can rap.
Like an open mic.
And if you win, you get like studio time.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Like they'll shoot a video for you. So I would sign up as a rapper, right? And I would just give them like my favorite song. And then they would play. I mean, what's going on? It's Terrence Green about to do my thing. Right, let's get it. Like that. And they would play like a top 10 song. And I just dropped the mic and dance like until I got tired, right?
Until they kicked you off the stage?
No,
That's
they would
fucking
look at
genius.
me like, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I would pick up the mic and be like, all right, yo, that's all I got. Listen, I don't rap. But if anybody here need me for a video, labels, y'all here, any rappers, go up, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. I'm new here. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
I did that for like a year, bro. Like, not even.
And nobody with you?
Nobody knew anything about dance. No one veered me anywhere. They was just like, go to a dance studio. Basically, I was doing that for a while. Then I did the showcases. That didn't work. People were just like, no one ever called me. Like, they was just like, it's cool, nigga can dance, but no. You know what I mean? Like, what do we need? You know, and I could not figure it out. So I started messaging people that I saw dance videos. And a lot of them are my friends now, and I'm not going to pinpoint who did what, but a lot of them left me on red. And I know this, just so we're clear. Like, I don't hold it against y'all, but eventually we're going to have our one-on-one.
A little bit.
I'm not shouting them out yet. I don't want to air out nobody because at the time it was new. But I will talk about the one person that replied.
Okay.
AJ Scene.
My dog.
AJ, out of nowhere, I just came across a YouTube of him freestyling. And I asked him, I was like, where's the dancing? I want to dance, bro. Like, where are you doing this stuff? It looks cool. This dude wrote me back at like 1 a.m, right? And broke the whole Atlanta dance community down.
Wow.
I'm talking dance crews, studios, instructors, classes, class times, colleges where I can go, any clubs where people dance.
Yeah.
Like, he gave me everything. And I was like mentally it was like, like a year of me, like, you know what I mean? Just no, you know what I'm saying? And then he just gives me like the blueprint. And he's like, I actually am going to be in a class tomorrow. I had a 9-to-5 job, you know what I'm saying? I was like, bet, you know what I mean?
There, yeah.
I'm there. Like, and I went there. I took a class and completely bombed. I had never did choreo in my life.
Right.
You know, remember who it was?
It was Steve-O Jones.
Okay.
I'll tell you, let me tell you, oh my God, this is such a great story. So I got there, right? And I got hyped. So I never did a class before. I did choreo, but it was like Philly hip hop. We do like upbeat, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like real repetitive, but it's still choreographed, but it's not like 1 and 2. And I never heard of counting before in my life. I walk in and Steve-O, he goes, Steve-O, we're going to take him. He's a hip hop. I instantly knew who he was from the Lloyd video, the Get It Shawty, right? He has a freestyle moment where he like waves down and like he waves up. And I remember, I'll never forget this, being in the living room with my mom. And my mom's, she was like, mira, T, you can do that. Like, you can, mira, he's dancing like that. You can do it. And I look like I can, but I got the fuck out of the city. Yeah. Like, I remember feeling like that moment. Yeah. So fast forward to, I go to the studio and she goes, and AJ goes, Steve-O, and I look at him and I just remember that moment. And I was like, oh, Steve-O, you Steve-O? I'm about to take his class. Once I murder this class, I'm up.
Your mom's accent came out in class and everything.
Over. Like, I'm going to take off. You know what I'm saying? I went in there and bombed, bro. Like, I didn't know nothing. Like, I crumbled. My spirit was done. Because not only did I not know how to learn choreo, everyone did. So it threw me like maybe I'm not who I'm freestyling up and hearing all these notes. Then I get in a classroom where everyone does this for real, and I just fold. But I went home and I just like really had to have a one-on-one with myself. Like, is this what you want to do?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to start over, bro. Like, you can freestyle all day, but this is a world that you have to learn.
Yeah,
bro. So I just went in there and was like, how do I learn how to dance? Like, I didn't give myself the music videos and all that. I was like, bro, just learn how to dance first.
Foundation.
And I just started taking classes. Like, it was a work study, and I just did hella hours, bro. I took ballet, I took jazz, I took all them stuff, bro.
Word.
And I did not excel at all. Like, I failed, but I mean, so I did not I didn't excel, but like I wasn't good at all.
It just wasn't clicking.
I just didn't care to look dumb. You know what I'm saying? To learn something. You know what I mean?
You need that.
I just needed to know the movement. I was like an athlete most of my life. So I moved like a basketball player. So when I'm in a jazz class and they tell us to leap and my form is trash, but I can jump high.
As shit,
now my instructor's like, hold on, you can jump? We just got figured out. Like they getting hyped. I'm like, wait, I got something?
Yeah.
You know, that's all I needed
Yeah.
was just a little something. And then it just...
Yeah.
Yeah, teaching technique to an athlete, I feel like it's easier to work with, which is why like when you see people in the NFL like who maybe don't have the numbers in college, but they're like 6'6", 240 and like run fast as shit and like can jump hella high and they're like, we'll figure something out for you to do.
They figure out. They know they could put it in you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got it. You have a raw gift, and I think that's what I had. Like I had this gift of like I love dance, and I just wanted to entertain people of some way, shape, or form. I've done street shows. You know what I'm saying? I've danced in the malls. I've danced in the club. It was like somebody, and they saw that. They just saw this kid had no guidance. So shout outs to like Quincy, Guided Dance. You know what I'm saying?
But what they also see though, two things. One is you got the hustle mentality already. If you're willing to do things outside the norm, like pulling up to a open mic night on a rap night and handing someone a mic and be like, I don't need that shit, and just dancing and being like, yeah, so just like hit me up. And then like leaving, like nobody else has done that. I guarantee you.
Well, I know that now that I've told the story a few times, and they're like, "You did what?"
That's what I'm saying, bro. That shit ain't normal.
I didn't know.
But the thing, you weren't forced to be like, "Hey, you need to go do this. You need to try this. You know what you need to do is do this." You already in your mind, you're like, "Fuck it, like I'm gonna improvise. I'm just gonna go figure it out. I'm just gonna go figure that shit out." And then you did. And the second thing with that too, not growing up, and there's a lot of people. Dances piss me off, and I'm like, how long you been dancing? Since I was 3. Fuck you. No, like you were doing cartwheels in the corner of the room until you were 10. Like, let's be real.
Someone's been training, bro. It's a class.
People who start dancing in people's yards, in the parking lot, in the cafeteria, just in the circle, no mirror, no reflections, just music, good energy, and just building that passion for it. That's going to take you a lot farther because you're always going to have that mindset of love behind it. And you're not doing it because your mom said to you after school, you got to go to dance for 6 hours. And then you got to do these competitions. And now it's a chore. And now it's something you have to do. And now it just feels like work all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so people like that. And I'm like that too because I started with the parking lot. We had one friend in high school with a car. He was my only friend with a car, and he would pull up to the high school parking lot and play J Squad, J Squad crunk music, and they would just play J Squad remixes out of the car, and we would just dance in the parking lot, and that's just kind of how we started until I was about maybe 15, when my sister convinced me to take my first like hip hop dance class, and I got lucky in that situation too, where my first dance teacher just got off tour with Monica and with Genuine. So he was like a working dancer. Right. I just got lucky because he knocked up a girl in my area.
Oh my gosh.
And was forced to stay to raise his newborn and wanted a local studio to teach hip hop at. Because a lot of these local studios, their hip hop teacher is their ballet teacher looking for an extra check. You know what I mean? So like I got lucky in that aspect. So I was able to transfer from being like that street kid into somebody who was also a street kid. You know what I mean? So like I kept that passion alive, and I see the passion when I see you. So it's dope that like you already kind of had that hustle mentality of like, I don't know where I'm gonna go get it, but I'm gonna go get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And once I got in, I felt stuck, gang, because like I really thought I was good when I first got in there, bro. And like every instructor,
fish,
I was doing the move, but I was sloppy. I didn't dance clean. I didn't understand details. Like when I got in, I was like, I'm in class all this time and I ain't in no videos. Like, ain't nobody using me. But my instructors, they're booking, so I'm inspired. And I'm like, they're so good. And like Steve-O, he was so good. He's actually technically trained. So like he would literally bust out some mean technique. And he was doing hip hop for real. And I'm like, how the fuck do you do this, right? So I'm in class so much, but I didn't realize how hard I was going because I was just frustrated I couldn't do something. Like most of my life, like b-ball, football, dirt bikes, all that I was naturally gifted at. So I didn't really practice anything. Right. And now this is something I want to do and I can't do it. Like I just kept going to class. And then
that's inspiring too.
But I didn't know what I was doing. I was frustrated. I just kept going back to like.
But finding something that you suck at and know that you want to do it, is that exciting for you?
No, it's frustrating, bro. I just said that. Like, it pissed me off. Because here's the thing. That's what I wanted, and I just couldn't get it. And they were just like, they would always correct me in class. They would always like, I made friends with the last group. You know the last group in class. You know what I'm saying? And they wouldn't put me in the last group. Or when they would book jobs, they wouldn't hire me. Yeah. And I just be like, yo, what's going on? Like, we kicking it all the time. Everybody working but me. And they're just like, you almost there. And then Stomp the Yard. Stomp the Yard came, right? They gassed me, bro.
Oh, nah.
My mentors gassed me so much. They're like, yo, you can do it, bro. It's stepping. I was like, I ain't never stepped before. They're like, it's just like dance, rhythm. We'll teach you the day before. Like, but you have the face. You young. Like, we all are older. Like, you a new face in Atlanta.
Philly's all rhythm, too. So, like, even though you haven't stepped before, like, I feel like that'd be more in your bag.
They gassed me. Not that I was big-headed, but I was, like, confident, right?
Yeah.
But I had never went out for anything big in my life before. So I didn't know what the vibe was going to be like. So I get to the studio. It's like an open call, all them lights,
400 people
I never
in that
seen.
bitch, yeah.
I'm in there like, what the fuck is all these people, right? So then we get in there, we learning the steps. I'm failing. I'm going down, right? I'm like, I can do this. So then I go in the group with my mentors, right? Because we all signed up. We got there together. So our names, we're the group of six. You know, 3 in the front, 2 in the back.
Switch lines.
Right? They did, like, bro, first run, like the table. First of all, I had never had people sitting in front of the mirror. You're in my way. All right? I've been taking class for like a year now. How am I supposed to do the dance? If you sitting at a table with your glasses on.
Sir.
It's Chuck Maldonado, like he's big. They just lights like these, right? And all these paperwork and all the cameras.
Chris Brown, can you?
Right, everyone. I'm just like, this is a lot. This is a lot, and I didn't know that was the side room. I'm thinking we're doing this in the big room with everybody. We go into that side room. Heart just go crazy, right? So they're like, ready, y'all got it. The music come on. I forgot every damn move. Every move. Then they ready? I'm like, I wasn't even like marking. And then we had
Can we start it over?
Then we had like chants. Like, you can't mess with us. Like,
you
watch me
lyrics?
break it down. I was break it down. And then they're like, and then this is the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. At the end of it, I'm like, well, thank God that's over. They're like, switch lines, do it again.
Were you in the front or the back on the first time?
I don't remember it. It was just trauma. I just remember it. I don't remember what happened, but I just know I went down again, right? And then when we left, right, they're like, what happened? And I was like, what happened? Y'all lied to me. That's what happened. Y'all lied to me. Y'all told me I was ready.
You're supposed to be training me for these situations.
I went thinking I was possibly going to be the main character in this movie. I was like,
Chris Brown's part was supposed to be me.
I left there wondering why was I there, period. I didn't even deserve anything, right? So then, I clearly didn't get a call back from that or anything like that. Nothing at all. I ended up finding that they were looking for background on Craigslist, all right?
You spammed it?
I signed up, gang.
Did you do it?
I did it.
You was an extra on that shit?
I was background in Stomp the Yard 2.
Oh my God.
I
got my years.
I booked background, mind you.
Did you have to audition for background?
Nope. Never got paid too, by the way, gang.
Oh, what?
It's supposed to make $100.
And they're supposed to give you
I don't even know who my contact was. Like I was
showed up.
I just showed up. And they was like, yeah, you got it. And I was like, I'm supposed to be background.
You ain't
He
have
was
like
like, yeah,
a
just go
casting
stand over
there?
here. I was like, bet, I'm in here. So I'm in the club scene. Then I go watch the movie. They blurred me out, gang. Like it was bad.
What?
It was bad. That wasn't my first movie though. I was background in a few films. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, whatever. Yeah, so I didn't get it. So that's when I was like deflated for a while. I was like, I don't know if I'm built for this. Like, what am I here for? Like, I'm bombing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm working a job, but I'm bombing, bro. Like, I'm not even close. And the people who teaching, they working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up getting in Swagger crew, right? Training with them for the first year.
Is that where Rawswagger came from?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we went out for America's Best Dance Crew.
Yes.
In the year I started training with them, they told me I couldn't try out for the show because I wasn't good enough. Right? Respectfully, I know what they meant now. At the time, it was smoke. No shade. This is just the way shit worked out. Right? They didn't get picked on the show. Right? So I kept training with them. They didn't make it. Then that next year, we went out. They told me I could do it, and we got on the show. Now, it's not because of me. Mind you, we all got better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was still my first year and a half of training. So when we got on the show, I almost didn't do it because I was scared. I got a little scared because I was like, yo, America's Best Dance Crew gang is a little too soon. Like, give me a couple school shows first. You know what I'm saying? Let me get used to this. And they said, nah, you got it. You here. So I came out here. We got kicked out early, right? But it was my first time in LA.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I was like, I need to come back here, gang. When I got back, like, I just dipped.
Damn.
I dipped. Everyone tried to talk me out of it. My agent
right
and
away?
everything. Yes, everybody. My agent, the girl I was dating at the time.
Yeah.
My mentor kind of said something that made me feel a lot like it. You know what I mean? We later on talked and people were just like, we didn't think you thought it out. And I'm like, y'all don't know how I got here? My move to Atlanta was like my first time there.
I just do.
I drop a pin and pull up.
Yeah.
And I jump around like I did. I figured I could do Atlanta all over again in LA, which I did.
What you did.
So I went there on a gig, right?
Word.
And Rob had everybody. Robert's had everybody on this job. The whole LA instructor community.
That's dope.
Right? So I'm in there with cannons. And I'm just like, here we go again with this shit. The level just went up. Like, I'm like, y'all can dance over here.
PTSD.
Like, oh my God. So, but it just forced me to pull up, but they like welcomed me and they just taught me a lot. You know what I mean? So I made friends with them first. I just, again, same state of mind. Class.
Word. And then you was out here for a grip. I'm gonna push forward a little bit.
Push it.
Push forward. You get the call for Step Up.
I remember I auditioned for Step Up.
Did you?
I blacked out.
You blacked out? In
Like
a
the
good way?
dance audition, I got the call back for, and then when I was reading lines, that's when I
Was it
blacked
here?
out. I auditioned here, yeah. I got the call back after the studio.
Yeah.
But once they send the lines, that's a whole different story.
Do you remember?
You come as a dancer,
Yeah.
then you have to start acting.
Yeah.
And you're
that's
like,
not
how do I do
something
the two at the same time, but stay true to like dance? And then I was,
Do you remember
so I remember just going into the studio and being like, yeah, no, I blacked out in the studio.
You remember the
for a
role
second.
you auditioned for?
For the main character, for lead.
Damn.
Yeah. But when I got the call back after my dance performance,
Yeah.
it was already like fulfilling and validating in a
Yeah.
way. So I was like, cool, I'm good, you know? And then obviously the whole lines thing, and I was like, oh yeah, no.
Did you have to act live too? Did you do like a self?
Yes.
Yeah, you have to.
No,
You know,
no
it's
self-tape.
in person.
In person.
In
Can you
person.
imagine?
Yeah.
It was stress. No, it took me almost 3 months to book that role.
Oh,
Yeah?
really?
Yeah, like I went in almost
A lot
like
of
6
callbacks.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
lines.
see.
And I got lucky because I missed the first 3 of them because the dancers got all the calls, and my agent at the time was a small. They was very boutique, and he was actually living on my couch, bro. Dancers came over sweaty, bro.
I like that.
Came over sweaty, and I was like, "What y'all doing?" They was like, "There's a casting for some Step Up show, bro. They're doing a show," and I was like, "What? A show?"
You look on the
and
couch
I look
like,
over, and he's like,
Fuck you at?
I'm on it right now. I'm on it. So he gets me in there, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I submitted you, bro. I didn't know. My bad. And I'm like, they've had 3? We missed all 3? Ain't looking too good here, Mark. Yeah. He's like, I'm on it. So he gets me in there. And this is what's weird, because I've danced. I know the LA community.
Yeah.
So I go to Playground, right, where they have it, and I'm here for the dance part. I don't know there's an acting after. When I go in there, I don't know anybody. It confuses me. It's Draco and Jamal here ready to teach choreo, and the room is full of dancers, but I don't know anybody. I'm confused, right? So that as I'm learning, I'm seeing people just like go down, and I'm like, this is not LA. How are people going down in LA?
Yeah.
What is happening right now?
Yeah.
The guy in front of me on one of the first moves and like the first 2 aids goes, "This is too much. I'm an actor, bro," and just walked out, right? He didn't say it loud,
Sucker.
but I heard it, right? So when he said that, I said,
Yo.
"Oh, I'm in a room full of actors actors? I mean,
Move.
Yeah.
let's go.
Move.
Let's go.
Move.
I got this. Ha, ha, 1 and 2. I'm going crazy, right?
Yeah.
So I kill that. I'm like feeling it. You know what I mean? So then they're like, we hope you can act. I'm like, what? Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. And then I did the lines. It was just back and forth. Like, it just took a while. But I later learned they saw 8,000 people for my role, bro.
Wow.
Just for the role?
Kudos to
Just
you.
for my role.
That's so dope.
But there's other, mind you, there was 6 leads at the time.
Was it Rigo?
Rigo, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
8,000 people, bro. They saw New York, Atlanta, overseas. Because mind you, some of our talent was from overseas.
Yeah. You were a rapper on the show. You do music on the show. You had a single on the show. Did you write that?
No.
No. None of the music in the show you
First
touched.
song, no.
Okay.
First song, Pooh Bear wrote. Pooh Bear did the first one, and Jingle Jared did the beat on that one. Shout out to them. The second set of songs, Timbaland did those 5.
Fuck yeah.
Like that. He did 4
lyrics
or 5.
too, or just
all
beats?
of them. All of them. He
The
did.
whole-
They
the
did
whole
everything. And
yeah.
Matt Head guided me through all that because I never did music at the time.
Bro, to play a role and be like, someone's gonna write music for you and it's
So
Timbo?
what happened is I told them I didn't know I was doing all that.
Yeah.
So that caught me off guard.
Okay.
I originally thought I was just gonna do like little rap scenes here and there, but it turned into like
Full-
a real deal.
full
But I
thing,
didn't know
yeah.
that. I thought I was gonna get exposed or fired. If I'm being real with you.
Okay.
Because like they asked me if I could rap because I saw and what I read
Dreams
for
and
the
Nightmares?
scenes,
I could do Dreams and Nightmares.
No, I took it further than that, bro. Let me tell you. So I read they give me episode 1. And I read my audition scene is an argument scene and some love scene or whatever.
Right.
But I see he raps. So I go, if I show them I can rap, then they may think something. So I was like, just when you do your scenes or whatever, before you leave the room, just tell them you can rap. So I go there, and right before I say it, I get scared, right? And then the voice in my head goes, you little bitch ass, like, just do it, pussy. Like, yeah, right. And then I heard that and was like, I will literally hear that for the rest of my life if I don't do it. So I turned around, I was like, Rigo raps, right? And they were like, yeah. And I just did the scene. I like memorized the scene. I asked Kev the night before.
Yeah.
Kev, shout out to Kev.
Yeah.
I sent him a picture
Jackson.
of the lyrics, right? And he sent me a voice note of how to rap it. So I just learned how to. I got karaoke's my shit.
That's dope, bro.
You know, I'm karaoke. So I rapped.
Yo,
I
shout
rapped
to
it.
Kev for doing that for you last minute too.
So I rapped it. They liked it. So I guess they told my rep, they was like, can we get music from him? So my agent called and was like, yo, you told them you're a rapper? And I go, yeah, you better have 2. Like, tell them I'm a rapper. Like, they're asking for like music. And I was like, I'll send them a video. He's like, what video? I said, just give me an hour. We're lip syncing to Big Sean. And I just said, here's a music video.
I could perform
didn't
it.
say it was mine. I just sent him a music video. Like,
And it's essentially what it ended up being.
And then at the end, I cut the audio out and I freestyled a Meek Mill freestyle that I know they didn't know. And
Well played. They don't know this one.
This is
I
unreleased.
know they don't know this one.
This was
So,
on Dat Piff. There's no way they're gonna know
I
this.
I freestyled that, and then they brought me in. Like they was like, he can rap. Like, so then when I found out I was gonna actually do music, that's when I got scared, because I was like, either pull up, gang, like, or you done. Like, this your dream. You got the role. Like,
Yeah.
So I went in there and I was honest. I was like, I've never made a song before. Let's do it. Because when I walked in, I didn't know they made a documentary on the song. Like, 'cause they look at me like an artist, and I was just like, I shook.
Damn.
They liked it so much that Timbaland was on season 2. We did 5 songs, and then season 3, Terrell, the guy who actually rapped on the show as well, he wrote my songs, like, because we ended up having like a beef in the show.
Yeah.
And he's a rapper for real. Like,
rapper.
so like they found out how dope he was, and shout outs to the writers of that show, because when they found out our gifts, they started
See, and that's
catering to us. You
that's
know
what
I mean?
makes the show great, man.
Yeah,
You know what I
they
mean?
looked down. Terrell gave me some wild music, bro. I like really had to get in my like boot camp rapping bag. So I would do my scenes, and then I would rent studio space out while I was filming, so I could get the experience of recording in the booth and rapping. And I have people write me songs, and I would just I have like 15 songs that like no one's ever
I'm about to
heard
say,
that-
like now that, you know, aside from Rigo the rapper, like, is there gonna be like a Rawswagger to?
There's not gonna be like a Terrence Green the rapper, but
Nah.
there's like a Rawswagger the rapper. I'm not pursuing a rap career, but I take my role serious. You know what I mean? And to play an artist, you have to respect artistry. Like, I grew up on this, so it's like I didn't want them to watch the show, and it's a dance based
Imposter
show, and we're
syndrome.
trying to bring in, you know, the rap crowd, the rap audience, and they like, bro, he not, you know. And that's how I also learned that dancers don't really get respected as well as actors. You know what I mean? Like they sleep on us a little bit, and I never understood that. And I didn't think dance films were like that bad of acting to me. I didn't know the game.
But that's the thing though, like that, and that's why I give you your flowers in the beginning, because the feel of like every dancer can act is bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're slept on, yes, but it's like you're one of few people who can actually act and deliver a line
I'm
and
learning
get into
that
your
now.
character. You know what I mean?
I didn't, yeah.
Like you have to learn that now, because in your mind it felt so natural to you because you could do both.
Yeah, it
Now
just needed
realizing
structure.
that not everybody does that shit.
Yeah, and it's an art form. Like people watch it, and I can see how people could watch things and be like, "That looks easy." That just means they're really good. But a lot of people don't tell themselves that. They're like, they look at it and they're like, "That looks so easy. I could do that," and they don't know how much work it takes to make something look easy. And I think that's something that I've learned growing up in sports and stuff. That like, if you're gonna make it look easy, bro, you gotta practice this thing. It's not just gonna come to you. Like you might have a gift, but so I took it serious in a sense of knowing that and respecting the craft.
I mean, I think it's a reflection of how you even approached your whole career from the jump, you know, doing everything that you did.
Yeah.
That, I mean, I can't even imagine, because like showing up and doing all these things and having no shame and dancing in front of these artists or whatever at the club.
Yeah.
Like nobody does that.
Nobody
does that shit.
Nobody.
I didn't know it. And I realized that as the journey, because there's so many no's, I'm like, it's going to push you to the right place at some point.
Right,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And
But-
you have that mentality already.
Yeah.
You know, which is different from others when
It's
you're
hard, bro.
pursuing it.
Every craft, I feel like you have to start off by just figuring out what you don't know. You just practice on what you're weak at, and you get better at what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? So that was always my thing. Like hearing those was just a way for me to critique myself and change what I was doing. And like step up it. All my gigs were just like out of nowhere and just who is he? I'm still learning the networking side of it. That's a whole nother world.
Your aura, in a sense of like when I look at you, I don't look at somebody who's probably lazy. I don't look at somebody who's not approachable. I don't look at somebody who's, I know that if we go on tour for 6 months, that he's gonna piss me off, or he's gonna like just be in the corner boring and shit the whole time.
Nah, that's the like hosting side of me. I think that side of me is what taught me how many, like there's so many different sides of people in the world.
I think that alone networks for you more than you know.
Yeah, I'm learning that as well.
Yeah.
I'm learning that as well. The game is showing me a lot. Like hosting has definitely taught me a lot. It's given me a lot of crowd experience. You know what I mean? I started with stand up before acting, and hosting and all that. And my stand up career started off very, very well. Like it was working very well. But in the midst of that, I lost my little brother, which kind of rocked my state of mind, and it kind of threw my funny off. You know what I mean? Like it didn't. Like everything wasn't funny anymore, but I didn't know how to translate that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what got me into acting, because I wanted to do more serious stuff. I wanted to let it out. I wanted to let the pain out.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So that kind of pivoted me, but I still had this like hunger to make people laugh. I just didn't have it in me to like portray it or fake it.
Yeah.
That could mess up your
authentic
psyche.
at that point.
You know what I mean? I don't want to play with my brain like that.
feel
So I started finding ways to express the like anger and pain through that, and which started making my drama scenes like hit harder. And I was like, oh, I'm getting nice. Like, and they're like, you got to tap into that. But therapy taught me that like you got to also have that switch to turn it off, and you can't fall into that state of mind. You can use it to lean on, but you can't let it consume you every time you have to do a sad scene or something, because that could really mess you up. You know what I mean? So that helped a lot, and then that inspired me to want to host more and get on stage. And now, as I host, I make the crowd laugh and stuff. I still get that feeling that I was looking for many years ago when I was doing jokes. So
ain't nothing like crowd love, man.
Crowd love is lit.
Crowd love is dope. You ever slept with a castmate?
Yo, that is so random. That is so.
What? It's a good question.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have.
Yeah. You have?
I feel like
While you're
that's-
filming?
No. Nah. Not on like the big shows.
Okay.
No, that was like my short film era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not on my big shows.
Nobody on Step Up or nobody.
Nah,
Oh, okay,
no,
for sure.
no.
All right.
Don't play with that stuff. That come back and bite you in the
Yeah,
ass.
for sure.
Oh, gosh,
Because if you
yeah.
do it, then you got to marry him and become like an official couple to the world. Like that's how that works.
That gets
You
scary.
can't shit where you eat. You
That
know?
gets
Yeah.
scary. That
No,
gets
you-
scary
no.
at the workplace. No, actually, there's a couple on Step Up. They're doing great.
Oh, Jade and her
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Carlito, yeah.
Lito and Jay,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
them. I be watching those. I'm like, look at them. Look at them.
Oh, snap. Oh, yo, I didn't see you there. Hey, you know, while I got you here, though, let's talk about a sponsor that literally made this show possible. Co-Create Studios is located in Van Nuys, California, and it's open 7 days a week. And they got a room completely dedicated to everything you're gonna need for your podcast or your web series. And they got cameras. They got mics. They got lights. And they got a live cut feature that's gonna knock down your post-production immensely. So, you looking for a creative space for your next project? Co-Create. Yeah? Check them out ASAP, get in that room, and I can't wait to see what you create at Co-Create.
T, there's nothing inauthentic about you, man. I fuck with you heavy.
Appreciate
you.
it,
You funny dude. You a good dude.
Thanks for coming through. Wait, we got a few fan questions. Should we ask them?
I want them.
Fan questions.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
asking
run
quick.
it, run it.
Go
Okay.
fast.
Fan questions. Here we go. First question: is your high school crush still fine?
Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women glow up from high school.
That's a lie. That's
men
a lie.
opposite. Okay, wait, but your high school crush is still fine.
You still keep in touch?
Oh wait, I heard wrong. High school celebrity crush. My bad. I was thinking celebrity. I was thinking
Well,
like.
of course they're still
Hold
fine.
on. Hold on. Wait. Is my high school crush still fine? High school. Okay. Childhood crush. No. High school. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she has some kids. She doing good.
Hell yeah.
She doing good.
Okay.
That's how I feel too.
Yeah, she happy too.
My childhood crush
No
got like 4
interference.
kids.
None of that. None of that.
Yeah.
You know, we cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Who should perform at next year's Super Bowl?
My dog Neo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
By himself?
Huh?
By himself?
He-
Whole
he-
set by himself?
Yeah. He got hits with other people. He would know what to do.
No, that's true.
That pen game
That's
crazy.
true. Bring on Pitbull.
Catalog
Bring
wild.
on, yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be kicked by a donkey or a kangaroo?
Oh shit.
They both deadly.
Oh shit. Yeah, but
Kangaroo gang. Cause like I get it, they get the support from the tail.
They do.
But like the donkey gang, them donkey
It's not a
bro,
horse
them
though.
donkey hoofs.
It's like a tiny.
Bro, that's a rib crack, bro.
Yeah.
But I've never seen a donkey get his leg up like a horse
Kangaroo
can.
they got legs like me.
You ever seen that video of the guy running up,
Squaring up?
and like punched him in the face because he
Yeah.
like had his dog in the
Yeah,
chokehold?
yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Would you punch
That's
a
a good
kangaroo in the
question.
face for your dog?
I ain't gonna hold you, gang. For my dogs, somebody might die.
Yeah.
No, hell yeah.
It grew
I
on
feel
me.
that.
It grew on me. I wasn't a pet guy until I got dogs. When I got
Yeah.
dogs,
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. They
turned-
different.
It changed me, gang.
Having a cat, having a hamster, that is not the same.
No.
I'm not talking about no animal, gang. I have nothing against no animal. I'm talking about my 2 dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All y'all out there with pet goldfish,
Yeah,
you don't know
okay.
love.
Hold up. The fish is, I started with a fish. That was my first pet. You ain't finna do my boy Red like that.
Red?
Red, he was a
Red.
red fish.
Red's
It's
good.
just like, I just needed
Creative.
something more out of life than feeding them and looking and flicking the bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was no tricks involved. That's when I went to the dog. I upgraded to the dog.
No tricks involved.
Yeah.
Fish can't trick. We just found out.
They do. If you hold the food over the top, they had like, that's like,
That's rude. Yo, man, appreciate you coming on, man. Hey,
Yeah.
everyone, go check out my boy Rawswagger on Instagram, TikTok, all the things. Everything he got coming up, he's only going up. So
Neo Tour. Check it out. We
Neo
doing that all
Tour, yeah, he's
2024.
hosting the Neo Tour, Champagne and
Doing that.
Roses.
Champagne
right?
and Roses tour, yeah.
Hell yeah,
All
man.
over the world.
I'm gonna need tickets. I'm
Same.
Pull up.
gonna need tickets. I'm
LA
gonna need.
show?
I'm gonna need
No, LA,
tickets.
but we'll overseas with it.
It-
Get that passport out.
All right, cool. It's
we
cool.
did the
it's
American
cool.
leg.
It's cool because I'll just teach some classes in that country and
gang.
make up for the bread.
You pop it, go
Yeah.
home.
Yeah.
Are you going to China for that?
You're not even
This
going to
is-
China.
Yeah, probably not do China. They don't speak
Yeah.
English.
Ah, shit. You should start learning some Mandarin, man, or something.
I'm watching videos.
Oh,
Ain't no
hell
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
Ain't no
Mando
way.
Mando
Mondays.
Mondays.
Hey,
Mando Mondays,
I
baby.
feel disrespectful repeating trying to learn. That's how off I am. I feel like I'm being like racist. Like it's
Yeah.
that bad, bro.
No, you can do it.
Nah.
You just gotta repeat. That's
Can you
it.
say like thanks for coming out and have a great day to me?
Just be like, 谢谢大家. 谢谢大家。
谢谢 thank you.
No, I'm not saying it. I just want to hear you say it.
No, you gotta
Shit,
repeat.
shit,
谢
just
谢
say
大
shit,
家。
shit.
谢谢大家。
There you go.
谢谢
That's like
大家。
thank y'all, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
谢谢大
at the
家。
shows in China, 谢谢大
Easy.
家. Woo!
谢谢大家. Hey, Neo, take me over there. I got it now. I can say thank
we
you.
ready.
Yeah.
We ready.
I got it.
Yo, make sure
See you
y'all
in
like,
China.
subscribe, 5-star reviews on the podcast platforms. Yeah. Cool. That's it. I'm gonna call it there. My boy.
The YouTube page, smash the like button, smash the subscribe
Yeah.
button. That's
Oh,
what
wait,
they
wait.
say. Smash the button.